sick, and it was so miserable. It made it really difficult to just sit down and film a video because, like, every few minutes I'd have to cough, so yeah. And then honestly, I kind of lost my motivation a little bit just because I like to do different stuff. I get bored doing the same stuff all the time. So that's why I started uploading, different stuff for a little bit, but I'm back in it. And I know I was getting requests to do like Virgo and stuff, so I'm definitely going to work on that right after this video, I promise. Also, I wrote a bunch of stuff in my notebook for reference, so if you see me looking over here, that's why, just so you know. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh my gosh, I sound like such a YouTuber right now. So, Leos go from July 22nd to August 22nd. My sister-in-law is a Leo. She's really cool. My nose itches. Oh yeah, I put some kitty cat makeup on. Because Leo is actually the sign of the lion. We'll talk about that later, but yeah, that's why this happened. Leo's modality is fixed, and fixed signs basically deal with the middle seasons. Leo, for example, is midsummer, which makes sense because Leos are very warm. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but so fixed signs to be able to, get us through each season, the middle, the main chunk of it all. They have to be very consistent, and they continuous, basically. They keep the momentum up to get us through the season. So basically, these signs are the type where if they have a goal, like if they want to do something, they'll set the goal, they'll go out and do it, Cardinals, they start stuff a lot, but sometimes they start so much that they don't always finish it. Fixed signs are a bit different in the fact that when they set a goal, they want to accomplish it, they work really hard at it too. And then mutable signs are the most flexible, and they also finish stuff too, but so where mutable is very flexible, fixed signs are not flexible. They can be kind of stubborn, especially Taurus. Leos are also stubborn. Not as bad as Taurus, but still stubborn. So that's definitely worth noting if you want to be with a Leo. Just know, it's not gonna be so easy to change their mind. So Leo's elemental is fire. Some people perceive fire to be dangerous and destructive, and it definitely can be. But fire also keeps us warm, and it's also very beautiful to look at. Like when you're camping and it's nighttime and you see the flames Leos have this captivating energy about them. Like they definitely know how to draw in a crowd. Which leads me to the next thing, which is Leo's ruling planet is the sun. The sun keeps us warm and allows us to survive on this planet. Actually, because the sun is a giant ball of fire, so, it's just crazy how it all lines up, Leo, being the summer sign. Ruling planet is the sun. Fire sign. It's crazy. So, the sun is the center of our solar system, and all of the planets are constantly turning around, rotating around the sun. And the sun is obviously super, super important for us because it gives us, just the right amount of sunlight and warmth, so that way we can continue to exist on this space rock. But yeah, so that's super Leo because I don't want to say like Leos don't mind getting attention, if you catch my drift. Like, I'm not saying all Leos are attention whores or attention seekers. Some of them obviously are, and anybody can be like that. Just, I don't want anybody to think that I'm coming for Leos, because I'm not. I do like Leos, but they don't mind getting attention, yeah, they don't mind getting attention. They also just have like this natural ability to, how do I say this, like find the spotlight or whatever. People just naturally gravitate to them, and they don't mind it. Some of them do, because there's like two types of Leos, There's the more quiet, withdrawn ones, but I think most Leos are the second type, the extroverted kind. Some Leos may try harder than others to get the spotlight to be on them, but yeah, for most Leos, it's just something that naturally occurs. Like, that's just their personality, they're kind of magnetic in that way, if you will. Leos are the sign of the lion. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. It's also kind of why my hair is wild today, because lions have like their mane, and this is sort of like mine. Also, I cut my hair. I cut my hair because my hair was actually getting super long, and summertime, it was just getting too hot to have all this hair, Also, my hair is super, super thick, so yeah, it just gets to be too warm even right now. It's just too much for me, okay? Leos are the kings and the queens of the jungle. Um, like everyone knows their name. Most people like them. Leos also typically like to guide and lead. Obviously, not all Leos, and obviously there are people with other signs that like to lead, but Leos are natural born leaders. Kind of like Aries, but Leos are more. I mean, they're lion, you know. It's like Mufasa. Everybody loves Mufasa. Well, not everybody, but most people love Mufasa, and he was a great leader, and he was very respectable also. Leos also typically have an easier time making friends. More so if they're the extroverted type, but even if they're the introverted type, I feel like, you know, they just have that natural pull to them that people just, you know, really want to be around them. They've got great energy. Leos are also guarded at first, you know. They kind of have a wall up, and they don't really let that down until you've basically proved yourself to them. But again, you kind of have to think like Leo is the sign of the lion, and lion is the king of the jungle, and kings and queens, they don't just hang around anybody, you know. They have to be very careful, and they have a huge army to protect them should anybody want to harm them. So yeah, Leos are actually quite guarded at first, kind of like Capricorn, but I feel like even if you're friends with a Capricorn or like romantically involved, they still have a wall up. Leo definitely lets their guard down, but like I said, you have to prove yourself to them. Another thing about Leos and friend making is that Leos are also quite charismatic. Like Gemini actually, but in a different way. I don't really know how to describe it. They're just kind of like smooth talkers, you know. But they're also like self-assured. They're typically, again, not all Leos, but they're like naturally confident. Like the world is their oyster. Like they can take on anything type of energy. They're also like, they have like this I'm ready attitude, you know, like SpongeBob, I'm ready. They're ready, you know, they're ready to go. They're ready to do what they need to do. Yeah. They're also really good at hyping people up, like Aries, but in like a different kind of a way. Yeah, so if you need somebody to like help guide you or like hype you up, definitely be friends with a Leo. Yeah, actually, yeah, my sister-in-law, she's like that. Yeah, she's really cool like that. Some people say that Leos can be a little bit too confident, kind of like arrogant, kind of like they have an ego. Yeah, Leos kind of do struggle that's just something to keep in mind. Again, not all Leos, but that's just, one of the things that it says about their sign. Another thing to note about Leos is Leos don't like to apologize. Not all Leos are the same, mind you, but Leos just, they don't like to apologize. Not that they won't apologize, but they don't like it. I don't think anybody really likes apologizing necessarily. Like, because apologizing means that you did something wrong, and I think most people don't really want to do things wrong. But anyway, so yeah, Leos don't like to apologize, so it just might be a little bit harder to get an apology from a Leo as opposed to a different sign. Like Pisces. I feel like Pisces apologize a lot. Cancers too, I feel like they apologize a lot too. Maybe Virgos also. I don't know. But anyway. But yes, Leos, they do struggle with pride. I mean, they're the lion. So they may struggle a little bit with that and apologizing, but it doesn't mean that they don't apologize. And actually, Leos are kind of the type to apologize with like flowers or gifts, They're not just gonna just say, oh, I'm sorry. They're, gonna try to make it up to you, by flattering you, with flowers and gifts and stuff like that. But that's also another thing about Leos is that, for the people that they love and care about, they like to shower them with gifts and stuff like that. So if you want to be with a Leo, keep that in mind. Another thing to note though is since that is Leo's love language, they also want to have that reciprocated right back to them. So, they may be the type to give out compliments and stuff. They would also like to receive compliments. In return, they love compliments. They'll hype you up, but they also want to be hyped up themselves. They love spoiling people with gifts and stuff like that, but they also want to be spoiled with gifts. Remember, a relationship is a two-way street. I actually used to be friends with this girl in elementary school, and she's a Leo, and I just remember her constantly giving me stuff, and I don't know, I remember, I think this was for my birthday, she got me these cool, like, blue jeans, and she got me this cool pink shirt that had, like, little itty bitty sequins all over it, and also this cool belt, and she also had the exact same outfit. We were like twinsies. It was really, really cool. Yeah, Leos also can be kind of sassy. I mean, it makes sense, right? Leos, lions, felines. Tabasco is super sassy. I swear, he has such an attitude, and it's always weird because it like comes out of nowhere. Like 1 second he's meowing at me to pet him, and then the next second he's attacking me, biting me, scratching me, and I'm like, bro, where did this come from? I don't know, cats, they're crazy. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. those are leaders, and my friend, she definitely, like, the shenanigans that we would get into and stuff, she definitely liked to lead, and I let her. I didn't mind it, you know. Even now, you know, being an adult freaking sucks. I wish somebody would lead me. Please, Leos of the world, lead me to victory, because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, my friend, she definitely had an attitude sometimes. And it was always awkward, like being at her house and her fighting with her parents. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, can you not do that when I'm here? Like, so awkward. Oh my gosh, do you guys want to hear why her and I stopped being friends? Okay, so she was a really good friend of mine, you know, like I liked hanging out with her and everything, and I don't even remember what happened exactly, but I had this other friend who happens to be a Virgo, so I'm a Pisces, and water and fire don't exactly mix. That doesn't mean they can't mix, it's just, I don't know, we were good friends, but anyway, I was hanging out with my Virgo friend, and I just think that our personalities meshed better. It's not that I stopped talking to my Leo friend, because I didn't. I think I just, you know, again, I was a kid. I think I just prioritized that friendship more than my friendship with her, which in hindsight wasn't a cool thing to do, because she was a really good friend to me, actually. And I hope it was a good friend to her, but anyway. So I was hanging out with my other friend, and she, I guess, got kind of like angry and was like, oh my gosh, I know that she started hanging out with another friend of mine, because they were friends too, but they started hanging out, and then they started talking shit about me, because I guess they thought that I was lame, that I was hanging out with the Virgo, and she started a rumor in school that I couldn't ride a bike. That's a very big deal in elementary school, by the way. And just for the record, I did know how to ride a bike, so there. She also started a rumor. Well, this wasn't really a rumor, this was more just like making fun of me. That if you put a trampoline in a bathroom, and if I jumped on it, I still wouldn't be able to touch the ceiling. I'm super short, by the way, and I was super short back in elementary school. So that's where that came from. But it doesn't make any sense, because she was only like that much taller than me. I don't know what to say, guys. It's Leo energy, okay? Leos can get kind of jealous. And I think when I was hanging out with my other friend, I think I kind of hurt her feelings and hurt her pride, which is kind of why she lashed out the way that she did, which wasn't okay, by the way. It wasn't okay. But it wasn't okay for me to also not tend to that friendship. So, you know, we both messed up there. Another thing about Leos is that they like to look good, you know, just to impress. Good, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. When you dress well, you feel well, and it's important. Oh my god, here's another story time about me and my Leo friend. I remember we just would literally walk around the mall, and it was so much fun. And I remember this one store in particular called Deb. It was a very cool store, and like all the popular girls, especially like the older girls, they would shop there. And actually, that's where I got my prom dress. Yeah, I went to my prom, and it actually was closing down when I got my dress there, so I actually got it on sale. I missed that store, but anyway, so back in like the early 2000s, her and I were like trying on a bunch of dresses and like running around and being like, look at me, look at me, and then we got kicked out. It was a fun friendship. It was a good time in my life, and even though we're not really friends anymore, I wish her the best of luck in life. I actually think she's married with kids now, so yeah, you know, she's having a good life, and I'm very happy for her. Leos may also struggle with overindulgence. They like to feel good. Who doesn't? You know, who doesn't want to feel good? And Leos, you know, they're kind of like Geminis in the sense that they like things to be more lighthearted, less serious, you know. They want to have a good time, and there's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, life is about balance, and we have to be able to also have difficult, important conversations. Sometimes we need to be serious, you know, it's not all shits and giggles, if you will. And but yeah, Leos, they like to feel good like Gemini, and they may overindulge in stuff that they like to do. So maybe, you know, eating good food that maybe isn't the healthiest, or maybe overindulging in sex, stuff like that. They just might overindulge because they want to feel good. So just, you know, keep that in mind. You know, most things are fine in moderation. So yeah. But no, Leos are actually a great sign. They're very determined, hardworking, steady, confident, consistent, charming, and they have very, very big hearts. They might not show it or open up to you right away, but if you prove to yourself, they will show you that they care very, very, very much. Lions, you know, they've got the heart of a lion, bravery, leadership, and they care a lot, which is actually funny because the body part that Leos rule is the heart. They also rule the spinal column and the upper back. So yeah, Leos rule the heart, the spinal column, and the upper back. So just make sure, and this goes for everybody, but you know, it's probably a good thing to cut out caffeine. I know a lot of people like drinking coffee in the morning, and some people have a soda addiction, but I don't know why I just said soda. I never call it soda. I'm from Wisconsin, I say pop, but anyway, just, you know, cut out pop, cut out caffeine, make sure that you're not slouching, you know, make sure you properly exercise and stretch your body, you know, to have more of an upright position. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because the spine and the back are very, very important. And I feel like people really underestimate stretching. I try to do it every single day. Yeah, especially taking is also really, really important. Along with like Leo's liking attention, you will find that actually a lot of celebrities, especially like actors and stuff, will have the astrological sign Leo. So some celebrities that have this sign: Coco Chanel, Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, James Baldwin, Kylie Jenner, Barack Obama, Alfred Hitchcock, Mila Kunis, Sandra Bullock, Halle Berry, Maya Rudolph, Meghan Markle, Cole Sprouse, Terry Crews, Lisa Kudrow, Jennifer Lawrence, Joe Jonas, Tony Bennett, Taylor Momsen, Mick Jagger, Dustin Hoffman, Kristen Chenoweth, Cara Delevingne, Steve Martin, Madonna, Deborah. I'm sorry, I can't read what I wrote there. Deborah Messing. I'm sorry. Steve Carell, Robert De Niro, Magic Johnson, Jason Momoa. Okay, humans, that was the video. Leo is a pretty straightforward sign. It's pretty easy to do. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you learned a little bit about Leo. I hope that you guys have a good night's rest, whatever time you're watching this.